Hey everyone, this is Slasher from Day 3 of the MLG Spring Championships in Anaheim, and I'm here with Jericho, a very popular Call of Duty YouTuber who is out here to enjoy the competitive circuit and scene for Call of Duty. So before I get to ask you what you think about all these people here, you actually casted a game this weekend for MLG. What was that experience like to do casting for a professional match?
Honestly, it was the first time that I had done casting at any event, and it was definitely the first time I'd casted in front of 20, 30,000 people. I can't remember who, but it was an experience. It's just a different setting, different rules, and different group of people watching. So I had a ton of fun. It was great.
So now, how do you compare a scene like this and the competitive Call of Duty scene to what you normally are used to, which is probably more the casual side, more the single side, even though there is some multiplayer mixed in?
Right. Well, I think this scene is way more passionate. You have a lot of people out here supporting just teams, and not only teams, but the players on the teams. They'll follow, a player from one team to the next, and I think this community is really driven to make esports the next big thing, because YouTube was, a year ago, the pinnacle of a Call of Duty player's, social status. And now it's exploded into the mainstream, and it's great. I think that these players just passionate about what they want to do, and the fans passionate about seeing their players succeed. So, yeah.
It seems like Call of Duty is in a very unique position where you guys are kind of the Call of Duty content creators on YouTube, which is the largest social network in the world, and it's such a popular push that can do for these games, where games like StarCraft and Dota and League of Legends don't actually have this kind of YouTube scene. How do you think that you guys have helped influence and come together with the competitive Call of Duty community?
Well, Nadeshot, who's the biggest, most well-known Call of Duty pro right now, is really integrating his YouTube and becoming a YouTuber as well as a pro player. So, in League, you have some people who are posting guides on Solo Mid or some other websites, and that's how you get your exposure through that way. Nadeshot is using his streams and other outlets to teach players how to play better on YouTube, bringing a whole new fresh environment of YouTube Call of Duty content, whereas, like you said, it's been more entertainment, more social. He's bringing that extra edge that we haven't seen before, and it's really starting to take over the YouTube community and really just kind of bring people that we normally wouldn't expect on that platform there. So I think that integration between bridging the gap between pure entertainment and pure competitive is something that he's doing really well, and something that's pretty pivotal to making sure that Call of Duty esports is as big as it should be.
Can you see that your fans are now going over to watch more of the competitive stuff?
I think that my fans are well aware that it's something that's worth a look. I think that with the growth of Call of Duty as a competitive platform, with the amount of dollars that are being flown in or pushed in by Activision and the publishers now, where you see the backing of major sponsors, I think that that's when my subscribers, my followers are saying, oh, there's this whole other side to Call of Duty that I just thought was this little tiny, LAN party in the basement kind of thing. It's this thriving, awesome ecosystem that I had not previously been aware of. So there's crossover. Competitive players too are like, oh, I didn't know there was a side that really didn't care how well you did in the game. So there's back and forth, but yeah, there's definitely an influx going into the esports community right now.
So now on the flip side, I want to know if the competitive community has influenced you to create more content around doing competitive content. I would think that this would be something that viewers may want to see more of.
Oh, yeah. So viewers love high-quality content. That's the reason you go to watch a football game instead of the Little League football. You want to see the best. There's something awe-inspiring about it. And casting and the whole art of casting a game, I had been foreign to until I came here. I got to sit down and actually do it, and I'm like, wow, this is something I really want to do. I think this is an outlet for me to kind of branch out away from just being straight up entertainment and go into something that's a little bit different. So yeah, it's definitely inspired me to get involved with the community and the competitive side, maybe cast a few games, try my luck there, see what happens.
Lastly, this is probably the largest Call of Duty event I've ever seen in person, except probably the Call of Duty XP event that was 2 years ago. What do you think about so many people showing up for Call of Duty? Do you think this is only going to increase more and more.
Look at League of Legends or StarCraft 2. When they were starting out, you could get a nice group of people to watch, and the same thing was with Call of Duty last year. You have maybe 500 people watching. That's a great number. Now it's 1,000. Next year, League of Legends is packed and you can't even find a seat. So I think that as a spectator, this is amazing to see it grow. It's extremely exciting to be here and actually feel the energy. It's completely different from watching on stream, and I can't see this stopping anytime soon unless someone decides to pull the plug on competitive gaming, the publisher or whoever. But yeah, for right now, the rate it's going, there's no reason why it should ever slow down.
Thank you, Jericho, for the interview. Where can everyone find your videos, which will now be much more Call of Duty competitive? I guarantee you it will be.
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all Jericho II. You'll be able to find me there. Just go ahead and search in the YouTube bar, and I'll come down with you. Yeah, you'll see me. You'll see me there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stay tuned to GameSpot.com/esports for coverage all weekend long, the MLG Spring Championships.